My name is Rory Houlihan. I ran for U.S. Senate last spring, 2016, to stop the ticking time bombs so I could put our economy on track for a bright new day instead of all things ending. Well, I lost the election and am not running, but the ticking time bombs is still here, if not more so. So let me educate you on the ticking time bombs and give you the rest of the story. Part 16J. I apologize for this one. A very strange thing happened to my campaign back on April 8th, 2016. That morning I was getting ready for a TV interview with Miss Sylvia Horlander of WBRT TV Bardstown at 11:30 a.m. lunchtime interview. By the way, thank you very much for having me and your very kind letter. That was nice. Thank you. When I go to check my campaign's email, the first thing I see is check your personal email account, suspicious activity. I go on my email account. I am directed to check my sent emails. There is a reason for. Gone are the emails to the DOE on nuclear energy. Gone are the emails to the DOE on clean coal tech. Gone are the 2008-2009 emails to Senator Hillary, Senator McConnell, Senator McCain, Senator Obama on the future energy development policy. Gone are the emails to the EPA on terraforming closed open pit coal mines back to force. Gone are the emails to the EPA on long range weather modeling of the fire, flood, and freak weather events. Gone are the emails to the DoD and DOE on genetics. Funny, the emails on solar energy to the DOE are still there. This was not my campaign's email address. That was hacked. But my personal email I had used as a DNC contributor. You look at the hacking of the DNC as just going after Miss Hillary emails. You sleep better thinking that. Understand, I am just one contributor. There were thousands, if not millions, of DNC contributors. How many DNC contributors' emails were hacked? I literally left for this TV interview forgetting my shoes and my tie. I had to go to Walmart in Bardstown to get them. I was in such a hurry that I bought the wrong size shoes and they were too small. Fortunately, I had a spare shirt and my grandfather's suit coat in the car. I wore his gray tweed coat in his honor all during this campaign. I composed myself and gave a pretty good TV interview. Afterwards, I found a restaurant with Wi-Fi. Now, after giving a good interview, you would think that I would shake hands with the patrons and ask them what they thought. But by law, I was required to contact the FBI within 24 hours of any hacking of my emails. Understand nuclear? So I spent my lunch filling out FBI forms instead. From my perspective, I look at the DNC hack a whole lot darker. This was an act of espionage on a grand scale to a single group. You know how I got started down this road? I guess I started down this path back in 1979. I wrote a paper for a college course. I tied the paper to the kidnapping of our embassy personnel in Iran. I got sick. The long and short is that the paper wasn't handed in until after the semester was over, but I ended up being right about what happened. As far as I know, there was only one copy, but somehow I'm contacted and they have this paper. How they got it, I don't know to this day. And the then President Reagan wanted to build a Star Wars defense shield. I was asked to do this, you to check for its validity. To do this, you have to look into targeting and prioritizing targets. Look at directions for attack so you know where you could put defenses to cut off lines of attack. Then calculate probability for success given current technology. You have to create two outcomes, one without a defense shield and the other with a defense shield, in order to develop a cost to benefit analysis. This research almost destroyed me, literally speaking. What happens when a 20-some sees this mad future? Depression. Took me years not to see folks as ghosts. When I say that 10 years after a mad event, the world's population would be just 20,000 people, the world's population stability point, I've done the research. After this, all I wanted to do was be just a nobody. A few thousand max in the US, that is all that would live. That was back in the 1980s. Our economy and population was less concentrated back then than our population and economy is today. A foreign country can far more easily destroy the US today. I know this. A ticking time bomb. Now fast forward to 2007, 2008. I was just goofing off. I found a science engineering blog website. Some folks do puzzles to relax, and this website was supposed to do the same for me. Astronomy and physics, the Big Bang stuff. The standard model just didn't explain our expanding universe and the way the universe was expanding. While doing this, I realized that there was a nuclear reactor in the middle of our Earth. Now, how does this work? I went back to the 1950 status and realized how the reaction worked. Quite cool, actually. This also meant that there is a natural self-breeding process at play. That process explained why the Earth's magnetic field reverses too. Also cool. Explains radon gas too. Not so cool. After this epiphany, I posted a question to the website. Can we build a 1,000-year generator, nuclear? Understand this process has been going on for billions of years. It is a long process. Knowing this process, I saw its potential. This could turn nuclear waste into nuclear gold instead of a ticking time bomb, as it is today. These new reactors would be smaller and lower power, but would run much longer. They would be perfect for like a deep space exploration, being able to run for hundreds of years. At times, I know just how Jeff Goldblum's character in Jurassic Park felt. It all starts with the oohs and ahs, and then comes the screaming. But what would happen if you created a submarine drone and put this reactor in it? Be able to stay underwater like forever? Put a solid fuel rocket and a nuclear warhead in the sub-drone. Then park it, and others like it, off our coast. Draw a line across our country, 600 miles in from the coast. This is the area these sub-drones could hit. Oh, by the way, Russian nukes have a dead hand launch system since Uncle Reagan scared the whatever of the Russians back in the 1980s. Russian nukes send out a radio signal at approximately 10,000 AGI, so even if we hit the ICBMs, as they fall to the Earth, they could still launch these sub-drones. We're talking about a point-blank launch, which would have a drop on any anti-missile defense system. It is like a guy pulling out a gun and doing this. You have no defense. That few thousand living estimate drops to a few hundred, even with a Star Wars defense shield. I view these emails hacks a whole lot darker, and so should you. I apologize for ruining your day. But you need to understand the rest of the story. These Russian hacks. Democrats are not being petty for the investigation into these hacks. These hacks are literally grave national importance, or into the Russian Putin ties to Trump and his campaign. In the past, if a president president launched the military strike and it went wrong, we gave the president plausible deniability. He was new or he took a chance and failed. But if you notice, I didn't give Trump plausible deniability in the Navy SEALs fiasco. I see his actions differently. Payback to Putin, maybe. Murderers are willing to kill us by the thousands, if not the millions. Trump's past and current actions point to him being a murderer. And I told you I wouldn't turn my back on a murderer. You have a good and blessed day. Goodbye.